is he gonna learn from
that? No way!
They're vomiting people.
This is actually crazy, Ariel.
This is classic Science Saru animation right now.
Wow! Oh my god!
So, last episode, there was a lot of drama between Ken and Gigi.
Big
and I read some comments, and I did think about it more after reading what you guys said. And I don't know if you saw these comments, but I think what Ken was feeling, or at least my favorite theory, is that it was a mixture of being angry at Evil Eye and feeling guilty towards Gigi because he didn't keep his promise of being able to help, which is why he's working so hard to get stronger.
I could definitely see that, yeah.
And this makes sense because I think what made it confusing for me was seeing him look angry while they were sleeping next to each other in the same room. Yeah. And then seeing him look awkward and like he couldn't say anything when they saw each other at the dining room. And I think that's easily explained if we take into consideration that there's two people in Gigi. Because I could see him being angry
at Evil Eye.
And then feeling awkward and not sure what to say.
Towards Gigi.
Yeah. Yes. And this is totally in line with Ken from season 1. Because he felt bad that Momo was doing all the work and she was getting hurt. So he started training and he didn't tell her or communicate. Right. And that's what ended up leading to them fighting and there being a bit of drama between them. So Ken might be doing something similar again this season, where he's unfortunately hurting Gigi more because Gigi feels guilty.
I know.
Because it was his request to not have them exercise Evil Eye. And then he saw Grandma get hurt. And then he saw Momo, who it makes it worse that he has a crush on her or likes her. So that must be so painful. And then to see his crush get closer to Ken after this moment where he had hurt her. Just all of these negative emotions piling up on Gigi. I just feel so bad for him.
Yeah. I also want to keep in mind that this is still like one of the first friendships Okarun has ever had. Like he's really not used to this. So I really don't think he's well prepared for like dealing with his emotions in a proper way in a situation like this.
He doesn't know how to navigate it or how to communicate because he's never done it before.
So it would really make sense for him to do something that means well, but it's just not, it's just kind of off the mark, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I know adults who still struggle with that.
And that's just like human, you know?
Absolutely. So anyway, last episode was amazing. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with these classical
music spirits.
Yeah, composer spirits. What?
You were saying we're probably gonna have a bunch of classical music this episode.
Also, Ken and ex Momo is confirmed. They held hands.
I mean, obviously.
It's game over. It's game over.
It's game over, man. Jesus.
Yes! I'm so excited for the music.
I kind of feel for them. They just hate bad music.
Their smile is so cute.
Is this Turbo Granny being a fan, or is it?
Ooh, no, Turbo Granny's trying to get them to train.
I love just the flashes of light.
This is a great way to learn tempo. A musical
battle. I know, I forgot about that, but I was really interested in seeing how that was gonna unfold, like, in fights. If they're gonna pay a lot of attention to that.
Wow. What?
I think the notes are explosive.
Yeah. They're tangible. Ooh, that looks painful. There's something about seeing his nails that just makes it.
Yeah.
Oh, dodging musical notes. Oh my god.
I know this is gonna be literally. I know this is gonna be a firefight scene.
It's just so creative.
Symphony Note number 6.
Wait, that sounds so epic.
Honestly, things like Symphony number blank just sound like such a hype anime attack.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
And this show has already been using a ton of classical music.
Yeah.
And it's copyright free.
Yeah. Dang, it's interesting. It's a cool different vibe, but I wonder if I would have liked an enclosed space for a fight like this more.
Right.
You know?
I love how crazy these people are. They're like bobbleheads.
Yeah, seriously.
But I wonder if they had to go into a different dimension just so that they wouldn't destroy the school.
I can see that, yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
I love her gymnastics.
What? Oh my god.
That's so adorable. I love this. I love this so much. What's up? Oh, come on, Ken.
Oh my god. Oh
Do
my
they
god.
have different properties?
Yeah, they have different status effects.
What did it do to her? She can't move either. Dang it. I love that she calls them cheaters, but there's no rules. It's not like they can cheat.
I do see what you're saying, Ariel, like, logistically, but I really think it would have been so cool to have a fight like this in, like, an enclosed space.
Is it because it's like a bullet hell where you have limited options for where to run?
Yeah. Like, now, and this is still cool fight conceptually, but now they're just, like, running forward and, like, the notes are hitting behind them as they run, but it's not really focusing on, like, the minute details of dodging.
I see.
Which I think, especially with Ira's character, who's, like, incredibly acrobatic,
yeah,
I could see that just fitting so well.
Absolutely.
You know? But I do still like this scene. I think that would have been really cool.
Yeah. Maybe they could have done it both ways if they just didn't have them shooting the notes. If the notes just stay stationary. It was like
a minefield.
Yes.
Or even if they just moved slowly, like a spy film laser room, you know?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
yes,
but they're kind of slowly moving and warbling.
Yeah. It would end up being like Twister, where you're just doing these like weird positions to try to get through.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how this is gonna help him. Aw, don't be down on yourself, Ken.
I mean, you have.
I love that it looked like a turd.
It really did. It's helpful that it's black and white, so.
Yeah. Wow, she's so rude.
I know, I was like, what?
But it's because she was fighting her last episode. And that's just how Turbo Granny talks, you know?
I still think it's a little mean.
It is.
Dang, that's rough.
Oh, is he gonna learn from
that?
Oh,
no way! Wow! Wow!
So he said he doesn't really listen to music, right?
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's literally me. I also just listen to podcasts.
Yeah. This seems just really good defensively.
Yes. I'm so afraid she's gonna get hit eventually. Oh no! That's so bad. Oh, interesting.
Oh my god.
Wow. Let's go! And now they're using the music. Poor Ira is gonna have more reason to be in love with him.
Classical versus rock.
Oh my god, yes, my two favorite genres. Yes! I can't believe they're bringing it back!
Yeah, dude.
This is actually so hype. Nice!
You know what Ira has?
What?
Tentacle powers.
Oh, she does have tentacle powers!
Oh, what?
I love her pose.
I know. I love his pose.
Yes, even Turbo Granny looks awesome. Oh, and he turned back into the picture. This is so cartoony. I love it.
I mean, this should be slightly easier now. Like, even beating one of them.
Yes, true. That's less music notes.
I'm like, if they beat one of them, they can beat all of them.
Mm-hmm. This is awesome. I can't believe they went out of their way to do all of this. In the animation to...
Yeah.
Wait, I love how bad this one sounds. Is this the dad guy? Oh, no, it's not.
I feel uncultured.
This is so beautiful. It's okay, dude. Most people don't know classical music. Whoa.
Is this a final boss?
Oh!
Oh my god.
Wait, they're in 3D now. Interesting.
I actually like them a lot in 3D.
Who? Oh my god! No way. Wait, turn this up. Oh my god. I'm sure no one else likes this kind of thing, but I love this type of music.
Haha.
His voice is so beautiful.
Oh my god.
What?
Man.
This is insane.
I know. Honestly, I forget how wacky this show can get sometimes.
They're vomiting people.
This is actually crazy, Ariel.
This is so creative. I love this song. Oh my god, when I was in orchestra, maybe I wonder if I like classical music because I also did orchestra and choir. So we did a lot of classical music.
I could see that, yeah. Their illusions? That's a weird thing to say because they're clearly physical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's messing with their senses? Oh, poor Ira.
I don't know how they get out of this. She should not be reaching with her hand. You know?
Ah! I'm trying to stay loyal to Ken and Momo.
Nah, Ariel. They could just hold hands. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Yes, absolutely. It's just, I know Ira likes him, that's why.
Oh, true.
But yes, this is totally platonic. Oh! Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh no!
Oh my
Oh no!
Wow.
Let's go! Dude, I forgot how amazing Ira is.
I know.
From the moment she first transformed. That's one down.
I really think I've grown to love Ira a lot.
Yeah. There's no character we don't like in this show. I love opera. Dude, it's like a Titan battle. I
was gonna say it's like a Attack on Titan.
giants. And it's so fun because you really have to use your environment, and the environment is their body.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is so satisfying to watch. Like this. How do you feel about this location? Isn't it awesome?
Wow.
Oh my god!
I do love that still frame though.
Yeah, the colors are beautiful. And that shot was so impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I can't help but be happy. I feel like they're putting respect on classical music and opera right now.
They definitely are.
This must have been a different experience in the manga without the music.
Ooh.
The animation is so good!
Yeah, dude.
Oh, this is classic Science Saru animation right now.
Wow!
Wow! The director and the animators are killing it right now. Dude! I notice he's still not dodging as much.
I know.
He's just blocking.
Dude, that's crazy. I actually really feel like there was like a sudden rise in animation.
And it's weird.
Like it just came, like that looked amazing.
Yes, but I feel like dandadan just looks amazing all the time. So to me it wasn't like, you know how in Naruto or something,
yes,
there's a big difference.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like you can tell.
You can tell an episode will start off and you'll be like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. But in this show, it consistently looks good. But then there will be some moments where it goes from like up here, like better than the average anime, much
like,
better than the average anime, to like peaks. That's what they mean when they say peak.
5.
Oh, he's figuring it out. Let's go. Oh my god. This reminds me of OP1.
Wow.
He got all of them at once.
Dude.
Wait, how did he just like...
By bowing and headbutting them, I think?
Incredible. Ah,
Oh,
no.
okay.
There's too much essay-coded stuff in this show. It gives me so much anxiety. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Ariel,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to be a hater.
yeah.
I think that was my least favorite fight scene so far in the show.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is it because you didn't like the music?
No, it had nothing to do with the music. I just feel like it wasn't very interesting, and it was, maybe I just had
High expectations because of the setup?
not just high expectations, but like the wrong expectation for the kind of fight that this was gonna be.
Right, yeah.
Because they really weren't dodging the notes at any point. Like even at the end when he really started running towards them super quickly,
Yes.
it was just kind of weird. He still wasn't dodging anything. He was just running straight through them, and every now and again one note would hit him
Yeah.
and explode.
Yeah.
But it kind of really felt inconsequential, and the fact that the notes did different things, I feel like they didn't really do very much with that, you know?
yeah.
Like it was established early on, and then the notes all just kind of explode.
Yes.
Because that really made me feel like when he got hit by a note and it froze him in place, I thought, okay, well, even if a note doesn't do damage, it's like something that he needs to avoid. He can't just tank a hit. But then
Yes.
they kind of got rid of that. I don't know.
I see
And-
what you mean. It was kind of all over the place.
And I genuinely, I see what you're saying with the general animation, but I actually didn't think the animation of the scene was anything special.
I totally disagree. I think it was really good.
I was like, man, I really don't like this until the final scene of Okarun like plowing
Oh,
through
do you
everybody.
mean can we call it stage 1 and stage 2?
Yeah,
Did you
stage
not-
1 I really thought was pretty bland.
In the animation?
Yeah.
I can see that, like, even when I was dodging.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel... It kind of just feels like arbitrary movements, and it doesn't really put a lot of effort into showing her dodging notes.
Mm-hmm.
She's just moving, and we just assume that it's her dodging, but we don't get to see any of the actual action
Yeah.
close up.
I wonder if it's to convey that the music notes are going really fast, the same way that sometimes when Ken is running, you don't really see him running. He'll just be in one place and then the other, just to convey
Mm-hmm.
that speed.
even if that is the case, I feel like they should have put some focus on showing the actual difficulty of what she was doing.
Yes.
Like having a moment where it like goes into slow motion and shows.
Ooh, a slow motion shot would have been really good. Yeah.
Just because it you know, when someone is doing something impressive in an anime, when it's something like, oh, this character is so fast that their actions and the stuff that they're dodging both become a blur.
Yeah.
It can be cool and satisfying, especially just like from a visually impactful, like, whoa, that like looks like that still frame of the giant lady getting punched or kicked. That felt really impactful, but conceptually it doesn't really have any more scale because you don't understand precisely how difficult it is. So
yes.
Her being that fast and the notes being that fast, or the notes being like 5 times as fast, you don't really feel any sense of increased speed because you can't see how fast it is.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. It kind of reminds me of how I feel about... I haven't seen a lot of Marvel films, but the ones that I watched, I didn't think that the action scenes were as good as the original Sam Raimi trilogy of Spider-Man. Because I felt like the action scenes in that did have a lot of build-up and showed how people's powers worked before they started fighting. But in a lot of Marvel films, it felt like the action would start really quickly and it wasn't really like well thought out or planned. Like I watched Homecoming and the only memorable fight scene in that entire movie to me was the very end when he was underneath the rubble, and it was only memorable because of the emotional beat.
Yeah.
But can you remember any fight scene from that movie?
No, but I don't remember that movie very well in general. So
okay.
Not... But I will say it is definitely movie dependent how the fight scenes are.
Yeah. Because I do remember liking some in Civil War. But yeah, there's just such a big difference between that and Sam Raimi, where there's so many little things like the train scene.
Yeah, there are a lot of really memorable scenes.
Yeah, just the way that people would use their powers.
I agree. It's really creative, and it focuses a lot on what's happening.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, it's not like arbitrary blows. It almost feels like sometimes action scenes can be to fill out time, or like, oh, this will entertain the audience, but it's not thought out at all.
But you know, it's interesting, like even in this scene, I feel like Ira and Ken dodging for the most part wasn't even like visually satisfying. Like it didn't even feel that fast, and their aim kind of felt really bad. You know?
Musicians?
Yeah.
Okay, can I tell you what I think about this scene? Well,
yeah.
Okay, actually, guys, I have positive things to say about this scene.
Okay.
But I want to finish the episode first before we get into it, because I feel like this is something we could easily talk about in the discussion.
Okay.
Like, we don't need to pause it.
Okay.
Because we're not, like, questioning anything or theorizing.
Yeah,
so can we keep watching and talk about it later?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god. No, this is so romantic coded. Yeah.
Aww. Oh.
Wow, she literally can't speak.
Wow.
Ah.
Ariel.
No, why is the romance so good in this show with every character?
Obviously, I know Okarun and Momo are the true couple.
Yeah.
But I don't want Ira to get with Okarun.
Yeah.
But I think her crush on him is so adorable.
Every time they have a scene together, my heart just hurts.
I know.
Because they're so cute. And in any other show... Oh, your alarm's going off. You want to just have it in the background?
Sure.
Okay.
This is my alarm. Can you tell what my alarm is from?
Oh yeah, tell us if you know. Yeah, in any other show, these two characters would be amazing together, but Momo exists, and she's best girl.
She's got outclassed. I hate to say Ira. Ira's got outclassed. Not
Yeah,
Momo.
but you know, I could see people out there who like Ira more than Momo, and I don't know. It's not a competition.
They
you
are
know?
incorrect though.
That's fair. I love this angle for her. It's so cute. Oh, I have to say this. I swear this is not a myth from anime.
Okay.
The saying nice guys finish last is wrong. It's propaganda. I think it was spread by guys who just want to keep all the good girls to themselves because
it's not what I really want to. Sorry, go on.
Wait, what were you singing?
It's a song.
Yeah, so the fact that these girls are falling for Ken because he's a really good guy, that's real.
Some thoughts given.
Oh!
That's so funny.
I can see that. Especially... Wow, that's crazy.
It's not even the real spirits of the people though, it's just like the fears of them.
Yes, that's really interesting. That adds more possibilities to the types of things that we could... Oh no.
Wow.
Wait, are you... More training? That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
We should keep
Oh,
hot
wow.
water.
That's interesting. I do like having someone like this character. We don't know much about him, but it's cool having someone who like is really opposed to Evil Eye, and it makes sense it being this guy who's not as close to the main cast.
Yeah, and I understand wanting to protect Momo because that was a really close call.
Yeah, totally.
I wonder, guys, can we just spit on it? Because spit is warm. Like, can we just spit on Evil Eye? Because if, you know what I mean? Like, if soy sauce counts.
No, I don't know if it's that warm. If it's warm enough. Because they have, like, hot.
Oh, true. They have
stuff.
boiling water. Yeah, that's a good point.
But maybe if Gigi gets strong enough, he can take that into account.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Because right now...
He could use his own spit.
Because right now he can handle lukewarm liquids, just not super cold. So maybe it could work the other way around. That's a great point. Poor Gigi, though.
I know, he looks so disappointed in himself.
Just really guilty, yeah. Whoa.
Wow.
That's a great point.
No.
Aww. What?
I know. Why is he deciding on his own?
That's messed up.
And No, Gigi's probably gonna side with him.
Yeah, out of pure guilt. No way! Look at him! Look at
Oh
that!
my god!
Turbo Granny! She's
Oh
so cute.
my god! This is such an awesome pose.
Yes! They look amazing.
I know!
Are they gonna fight Evil Eye right now?
Wow.
Duel?
Wow!
Look at his pose! He's ready! Yes! Oh my god, Ken is the best!
Ah! Oh wow. Ah!
I love that he respects that! He's like, I'm angry at this person for hurting you, but you guys still want to give him a chance, and that's amazing!
I know, that's so beautiful! Yeah, shut up.
Yes!
Ooh! Oh, let's go! Let's go!
Oh my god, Turbo
Oh
Granny!
my god!
Yes! I love this episode.
Wow.
Oh, yes,
my
the
God.
friendship! Ah! Run! Wow! Okarun is so fast. Look at how fast he is. It's the kick again.
Wow. Wow. Oh my god.
Next episode is gonna be
I
hype.
know. I'm so excited.
This duel is gonna be amazing. I cannot wait. God, I just really want Evil Eye on our side.
I know.
I hope this fight will lead into us healing his heart and soul.
God, Ariel, like, I can't think of a better word to describe this than badass. Like,
Yes.
this is such a badass thing for Okarun to try
Yes!
to do.
I'm so proud of him. Like, the amount of character development
I know,
he's
I
gone
know.
through since season 1.
Yeah.
He would have never...
He's facing this guy head on.
Yes! And he made this speech in front of everyone telling them how he felt.
Yeah.
And normally he would slouch and keep his head down, but he was standing. It wasn't just like a pose, like I'm ready to fight, but it also shows his confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of Ken.
I know.
And Gigi looked so happy.
I really love that. That's just a lot of the characters in the show go through growth, though. You know?
Yeah. No, they really do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to adjust something.
It's okay,
I
it's okay.
apologize. I should have said something.
Okay, Ariel.
Oh, okay. Can we talk about the fight scene really quickly?
Sure. I have one more critique.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
I also really, and I'm sorry to just be hating on this fight scene. Like, I love the show.
Yeah,
but
yeah. No worries.
I really didn't like it established this thing with rhythm, like people being at a different rhythm, and I feel like it didn't really do anything with that.
Yeah.
You know?
It did. What did Turbo Granny say at the very end?
5 switches per beat.
Oh.
But it's acknowledging it, but it's not like doing anything with it, you know?
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
It was just kind of frustrating because I guess I shouldn't assume what it was trying to accomplish,
Yeah.
but it brought that up specifically in the last episode, and this is like a music themed battle, so it just seems like the proper placement for it. We just didn't get anything with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
a great point.
it was just kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I really feel that. Okay,
Because
because
sorry.
no, gee.
I was like, okay.
Adam.
Thank you. I was like, what's the point of this scene? It seems like it's trying to be a place of training for Okarun.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it really seems like it because of how it led into the next episode. So, I wish it showed us what he was learning, you know? Like, really showed us so we could understand it.
Yes.
Because as it is right now, we're just like, oh, he's faster.
Yes, it really didn't amount to anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so cool when they brought it up. It was a really cool concept. I could think off the top of my head of different ways that they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
For example, because there's so many different of the musical artists, they could have, one goes at one speed, but it has this debuff.
Right.
And the other one goes at this speed. And maybe it wouldn't have been as realistic because it makes more sense for them to fight at the same time. But they could have just been written to be prideful or trying to show off their music because each composer has different songs. So they could have even played that composer's song.
I don't think that's a necessary focus is like realism. Because I feel like the general pacing of the fight wasn't...
I see what you're saying.
When they just waited in place to see all the giant people, like that feel like it took a long time to introduce them.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But I could still see the logic behind that, which is this is the final boss. Like, you know, if you have your giant laser, you're not going to be shooting your pistols while you're charging up your laser.
I get that, yeah.
Sorry, this is just the kinds of things I think of because I don't want to just assume that these creatures, you know, even if I make up a supernatural entity, I don't want them to be nonsensical and just purely for the plot.
Yeah, of course.
So I'd want to write in that maybe they're prideful, and they'd want to go one at a time, and maybe they could even have like snide comments like, yeah, I didn't really like his music anyway.
Totally.
Check out mine.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You know that seems like it'd be really cool.
And then each one could have had a different speed, and they could slowly show Okarun increasing his tempo until he was ready for 5. And at 5, it could have been with the giant. Like, it still could have been that stage 2 where the room changes and there's giants.
Yeah.
And in that moment is when he finally reaches 5. But there would have been more concrete build-up to it. Because it was less structured and focused on the powers. And I think more emotional.
Yes.
Like, once again, Ken is in a position where he has a friend with him. And she's doing so much better in this battle than he is, and he feels like he's not contributing, and he could be better, but he just doesn't know how. And he has to fight that self-doubt and that, I guess, insecurity to try to improve. Which is something that's really hard if you just have a lot of self-hatred.
Yeah.
Or
not
low
even
self-esteem.
Yes.
If you have low self-esteem, it's really hard to believe in yourself and try. It's really easy to give up. So I think that fight scene was more just fun and had to do with Okarun's emotions and wasn't focusing as much on the technique. But I understand wanting more technique when they set up such an interesting concept for learning technique. So I totally get you, and I'd see an angle where they could have done that. And guys,
but you know, it's hard. Like, they do an amazing job with the show, and
yeah, like
I feel like greedy asking for more, you know?
Yes. I don't blame you though, because we both grew up on Naruto, and Naruto has some of the best action scenes ever, where it really focuses on technique.
Yeah, I mean, I specifically bring that up because it's not even that, Ariel.
Okay, what's up?
No, it is that. But this is my least favorite fight scene of the show because the show already, I really like the other fight scenes because it doesn't have to be technique that they focus on, but the characters seem a lot smarter. Like, they're very commonly strategic with how they interact with the villains and enemies.
Are you talking about in other fight scenes?
Yes,
okay.
Of the show. But it kind of felt really brute force-esque in this fight.
I think you're misunderstanding. Those scenes where people focus on strategy, it's all Momo. And Momo wasn't here.
Okay.
It's character based. The reason why they're brute force is because that's how they fight. Momo, if you think about it, the last time we saw these characters together, Ken and Ira, was with Momo when they were fighting the serpent. And when they were separated, Ken and Ira were, like, Ken was just brute forcing it. Do you remember? He was, like, naked. And then as soon as Momo shows up, she's like, okay, guys, I have a plan. So this thing works like this. So this is what we're going to do. And then they'd use teamwork.
You're actually so right. Even the Gigi fight, it was really, like, he beat him by...
brute force.
Brute force using his emotions and just hitting him really hard.
Yep, that's Ken's way of fighting.
Okay. I think you've convinced me of that.
Okay.
I still...
enjoy Momo's fight scenes more because she's strategic? Yes.
Honestly, this just makes me like Momo more.
Yes, you should. You should. She is the brains of the operation.
Yeah. Dang, you're right, actually.
And I will say, I wonder if it's better not to think of it. I mean, I guess it is a fight scene. But when I think of... I think it's a better comparison to think of training arcs in other anime or other shonen.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a training arc, I think that was so entertaining and fun. I think a lot of training arcs can get kind of boring and slow.
Yeah.
And usually they would be like at least a full episode or a couple episodes. But by the end of this, we're already starting the match that we want to see that he's been training for.
A little bit. I see what you're saying. But I do feel like a lot of the time in a training arc, it'll be to understand like some specific technique. And they can really focus on that technique.
Yes. I'm not going to lie. Do not like the ones from My Hero Academia. I think they're really boring.
It is really common for training arcs to be not as interesting in other shows.
Yeah, because I think it's almost unfair to this action scene to think of it as like, you know, the Gigi and Ken fight with the worm or any of the other supernatural entities that they find, because this one was specifically training and there were more. Okay, I'm not trying to convince you. This is why I like the scene. I'm telling you right now, is that I like the scene because it was so entertaining for a training arc. Mm-hmm. I still think it was really creative. I definitely see what you were saying. It could have been more thought out and that would have made it more satisfying. Mm-hmm. But while it's not as satisfying, it is incredibly fast-paced and entertaining, and I'm glad we're already here with Gigi and Ken about to fight.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad because it didn't drag on or anything.
Sorry, what?
It didn't drag on or anything.
Yes, and I loved the animation. I loved the setting. I loved the music. Mm-hmm. All of that was really incredible in my opinion. If anything, I think it was a great adaptation. I wonder if the manga, the author didn't really think through the technique.
I mean, because, well, this is like what we've talked about. In the manga, you don't need, one, to incorporate the music of this scene, and two, to incorporate the pacing. Like,
yes.
Because there's no time in a manga, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
because you create your own pacing. It's your reading pace.
Right. So I could definitely see that being the case.
What manga does have, though, is flow. The flow of panels. And I wonder if the flow of the way these musical notes weren't a focus or portrayed well in the manga. Because this episode feels like it was supposed to be fun. Not like thought-provoking or satisfying. Just like pure fun.
Yeah, I can see that. I am interested in seeing like how the manga did this.
Yeah. Can I say? Mm-hmm. I love how honest you are, and I like that we had different opinions on this episode.
Yeah, I mean,
I really liked hearing your thoughts.
And like, I still love the show.
Yeah, of course. Like, and it wasn't a bad fight scene, right? Like, did you think it was bad?
Well, I mean, I don't think it was a bad fight scene, but I guess I wasn't too entertained.
Yeah.
Until like the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really know what you mean, because it can feel so arbitrary. And, dude, I really think... Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to go on this little thing about older shonen. Mm-hmm. But this is something I've noticed with a lot of recent anime. And please let me know if you guys know an anime that has better fight choreography. But I feel like maybe it's because we've stepped further away from learning martial arts or having any sort of foundation
I see what you're
to the action. Because,
so it's not like based on anything.
Yes, even in Mob Psycho 100, I love that show. It's like a 10 out of 10 to me. I've only seen the first 2 seasons. I haven't seen season 3. But even in Mob Psycho, especially in season 2, I felt like characters were kind of just throwing stuff around. And a great example of this could be Frieren. Frieren is a recent one that I think has really great action. Mm-hmm. And it's because the writer considers how to build up the excitement in the fight scene and to have the action match that momentum so that when we get to the end of the fight scene, it's incredibly satisfying.
Yeah, Ariel. Okay, listen. Yeah. I don't mean to make a whole thing about this.
Yeah.
But I actually really feel like... I actually think there are a lot of fight scenes, not just in anime, but in general media that are really unsatisfying. And can I tell you why?
Why?
It's the same reason that I feel like certain things that depict sports can be unsatisfying.
Yes.
Because when you are in a fight, every single action and moment and thing that you do has to have a reason behind it. You know? I guess it doesn't have to if this is depicting an amateur.
I
but
was
if
thinking
it's
the same
two people
thing,
who know what they're doing, I can see it just being so easy to be lazy about it. Just having two people do stuff.
Yes.
But really, every single moment should have logic behind it.
Yes.
And it's really rough because... I'm sorry, this is going to be really long-winded, but this reminds me of how I feel about the difficulty of creating a smart character. A smart character can only be as smart as everyone who's writing the character is over the entire span that they're writing the character.
Yes.
And that's a rough limitation, because if you're creating a character who's strong or fast, you can just show that they are this strong or this fast.
Yeah, you could just write that they picked up a car.
Right. But in the same way, you don't have to just be smart when you're writing an intelligent character. The same thing goes for, like, fighting. Like, being smart about how you fight requires a lot of thought. And no, it really does.
Yeah, I was gonna say smart might be the wrong word.
Right, it might be.
It's that it requires a lot of thought.
Yes. And you don't get leeway. Like, I feel like every action taken by two characters fighting is as important as every word said in a scene of two characters sharing, like, impactful dialogue. You know?
Beautifully said, yeah.
And it's even more rough because dialogue is kind of like one thing. It's the words that you say. And, you know, there can be stuff with, like, a character's expression or their tone. But in a fight, it's not just one part of your body that you have to think about. Like, your stance and how you're moving and how you're positioning yourself. And you have to keep in mind everything this character can do. Like, what are their powers or abilities? What kind of fighter are they? What would they think of doing in this situation?
Yes.
It's really rough. But I think it's so satisfying, and I think it's not something you get to enjoy very often.
Yeah, even with my experience with jiu-jitsu, I think the reason I was able to become eventually the best in the class is because I just thought about it more, because there were certain positions that we'd get into and techniques for how to get out of it. So I was like, oh, I could bait them, because if I get them in this lock and they're going to use the technique that we just learned to get out of it, they're exposing their back and shoulder. So I'm going to, as quickly as I can, wrap around and get them in a chokehold. Like, those kinds of things is what I would think about. And it was really fun because once I started doing that, my classmates started catching on and doing that as well.
Wow.
And then we would just, like, keep getting better and better because we'd think about it more. And yeah, I feel like a lot of anime fight scenes that I see these days are so mindless. And it's really... Okay. It can be kind of simple. Like, it's not... You have to put thought into it, and that might be hard. But it is simple to make an action scene more satisfying. And it's by adding thoughts. And they don't have to be... I think a lot of people are like, oh, they're gonna, you know, cut away from the action so that they could have this, like, monologue in their head or a flashback. You don't have to do that. Like, it could be so quick, you know, because that's how thoughts work as well.
Yeah.
And, like, someone could lunge and is about to hit you, and you're like, what should I do? Well, he's open on this side, so I'm gonna sidestep. And the dialogue could just be, oh, he's open here, and then immediately show him, like, sidestepping and getting him on the other side. Like, it doesn't have to cut the pacing.
Yeah,
and it can add so much to a fight scene.
Yes.
When you add what characters are thinking, like, what one character expects to happen, and how the other one wants to counter it.
Yeah.
Or like even when Ken's running, if he was like, okay, the pink notes are the ones that stop me from moving.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make sure I dodge that, but I can tank the one that just explodes.
Yes.
And then him tanking it.
Totally.
That would be so satisfying.
Totally. And honestly, you don't even have to show the thought. It's just important that you think of it beforehand so the character can act in accordance with being logical.
Yes, that's a great point. Yeah, you don't even need the dialogue.
The reason I brought this up though was because you talked about how a lot of fights now can just be characters like throwing things at each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is kind of representative of like it's kind of similar to non-fictional world building versus fictional world building.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have a story that is set on Earth,
yeah,
it requires less of you to create. Like it's still hard to show a satisfying scene on Earth.
Yeah.
But if you're doing something fictional on like a world that doesn't exist, it requires more thought about how this world would work. Like the work isn't done for you.
That's a great point.
In the same way, I really think you can have such a satisfying scene with characters that have like projectiles or supernatural powers. Yeah, but you just have to think about what these mean and how a person would fight like this.
Yes.
And I feel like that's why martial arts are so beneficial, is because the blueprints exist in our world for how characters should fight. So you don't have to think as much. You can just take inspiration from what already exists in creating a fight scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Great point. Adam, I'm not gonna lie, I really love this discussion and talking about this with you. It's so interesting.
I really like fight scenes.
Me too.
And I really like well thought out fight scenes.
It's my favorite. I think, okay, I have to either care about the characters or the emotions, or the fight scene has to be thought out and satisfying. And my favorites are the ones that have both. And of course, like being well animated helps, but I feel like these days anime just prioritizes being well animated. It doesn't prioritize thought out fight scenes. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to speak for all anime. Like I mean,
you haven't seen much.
Yeah.
And I'm not speaking for all anime. I'm saying
right, just generally.
That's what I've noticed.
Yeah. Is
a general trend of fight scenes being less thoughtful and more spectacle, and look at how great the animation is and all the good colors and effects. But to me, it just looks like they're throwing stuff at each other. Like it's not, or they're running really fast. Like.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything mean because I don't know if this is true, and I don't mean this disrespectfully or like I'm above anyone or anything. But I wonder if it's less of a concern for people than like how something looks generally. Like if you make something that looks beautiful, it'll reach a wider appeal because anyone will enjoy just the visual candy of what's on screen. But maybe people don't care as much about like the logic of a fight making sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, this reminds me of what we were talking about in Solo Leveling. How my favorite anime and manga are the ones that are fun because my standards are so high. Because most people, I think they can just like veg out and like not think about what they're watching and then enjoy whatever spectacle is in front of them. But I'm always thinking, like I can't not think about what I'm watching. So for something to be fun and appeal to me, it has to be something fun that was thought out. And that's really rare because I think most people just make something entertaining.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's how I feel about action scenes, is that I need so much more in my action scene to enjoy it.
Right.
And for me, I actually did enjoy this action scene because of the musical aspect and the directing choices. Like, I thought that was really interesting. But I do agree that especially in stage 1, it was like verging or like on the line, almost like boring. Almost.
Yeah.
It wasn't boring for me. I was still entertained, but there wasn't much to think about.
Right. I get what you're saying. And like that's a different priority for me. Like I think in a scene like this, I'm most interested in like systems, you know? So I'm thinking like what are the actual challenges that they're facing right now? Like what are these opponents doing and like how should they be navigating it?
And I have to say my gold standard for cartoon action scenes are Naruto and Avatar The Last Airbender, because I think both of those are so well thought out.
Yeah. Naruto actually really does have mostly good action scenes.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to tell you guys, if you made it this far, Jesus, thank you for listening to us talk.
We've talked for longer before.
I know we talked, but if they made it this far, like, I don't know if anyone's...
Then you're an MVP.
Yes, you are the MVP if you made it this far. But I even noticed in Naruto, because something that bothered me as a kid was substitution jutsu, because I was like, it would just completely change the...
But you talking about
the momentum. What you're gonna say. It would completely change the momentum of the scene. It would look like one character's winning, and then all of a sudden the tables are turned. And it felt really cheap to me when I was a kid. But rewatching it when I was older, I think when I was like 19, I realized that every time someone used substitution jutsu, it was after a character got distracted. And a lot of the time, it was the opponent doing something intentionally to distract them. But it was always at a moment where the character took their eyes off their opponent. Right. And their opponent took advantage of that. And I was like, that is so cool. And it just, like, adds to the whole ninja espionage vibe.
Yeah, of course. And
but
it's really rewarding.
It was not cheap.
It's really rewarding as a viewer.
To notice it. Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. I was like, oh.
That's awesome. When you tell me about that, I'm like, dang, that's so cool. I want to pay attention to that now.
Yeah, you should. At least in OG Naruto. I haven't watched Shippuden yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to end the episode?
Yeah, I think the ending of this episode really saved it for me. Because I am super excited to see the rematch of the century.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope people don't hate that I didn't enjoy the fight scene.
No. I think it's beautiful that you were so honest and that we had different opinions. Because I feel like sometimes... Oh, never mind. I don't want to say this. But sometimes I'll be watching something and I feel like someone's pretending to enjoy it just because they don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or alienate their audience. But yeah, I mean, if you guys like the fight scene, I would love to hear your opinions on it and if you agree or disagree with us.
I'm actually curious what the general consensus is about this fight scene.
And if you guys have anime that have good action scenes that are well thought out, modern anime or even old ones, just let me know.
Old ones,
yeah, anything honestly, or movies, because I love a good, well thought out action scene. Oh, I didn't get to say for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, sorry.
What's up?
I was just gonna say this is why I love fighting games, because it's good action scenes.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Avatar: The Last Airbender, they don't really take too much time to pause so that you could hear what people are thinking, but it'll show it visually, and there's always a logic to it, and they use their environment, so it's so satisfying because you could tell the writers really thought about these powers and how they interact with the world and what these characters would do. Like just Azula distracting, or Azula is totally the type of person who would notice that Iroh was looking at Toph and realizing that Toph...
Right.
That was another thing, like, no, the show didn't tell you that. The show wasn't like, it didn't cut to Iroh thinking, oh, that girl's with the Avatar. It doesn't, it just shows him looking, and you can tell that's what he's thinking, and Azula uses that to her advantage and shoots him. Yeah, so much. Avatar is a great example of how to do it without any dialogue.
I know. Yeah, and it shows that characters are thinking about what they're doing.
Yes. And I think I heard this is lost in Korra, which makes sense because they lost their head writer.
I don't remember, but
the head writer of Avatar: The Last Airbender was not a part of Korra, and it really shows.
Dang.
I could not get far into that show. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, you're
might.
probably subscribed. Like, you should. You should, because
Maybe.
You liked us enough to get this far. That's crazy.
Maybe. Or maybe they were hate watching.
If you're hate watching, also subscribe. Please hate on us more. Anyway. We're watching Free Run on Patreon. And if you want our uncut, early access reactions to this show, dandadan, and others, it's there as well. If you'd like to support us, we'd really appreciate it. It means the world. Thank you so much for watching. We love you.
Bye, guys.
Mwah.
Mwah.